Hi Cancer, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. This is for the week of July 2nd through July 8th, 2018. Let's go ahead and pull a card to see what your overall energy and focus is this week. Where is Cancer on their path this week? All right, so we have the Self here. So Cancer, with this card, you guys might be really focused on self-improvement, or you just might feel really introverted this week, just really keeping to yourself, introspecting, not being really open and vulnerable to other people. It's just like we're in deep thought, we're in meditation, we're self-healing, we're self-soothing, we're trying to self-improve. So somehow, some way, Cancer, this week, you are your main focus, which is typically not the case, right? Usually you are very concerned with other people. But I see this week, Cancer needs to turn their focus and intention inward to their self for some reason. So let's see why that is, Cancer. Some of you might finally be putting yourself first with the really abusive people, or people who just don't appreciate you. Because here we have this Empress in this position, which is a good energy, but there's an element with it where maybe things aren't being appreciated the way they should be. And next we have this Five of Pentacles. So that's feeling guilty, feeling bad about something, unable to let it go, all right, with the World in that position. Yep, here we have the Eight of Swords, unable to let it go, but finally moving to the other side of that energy. And then here's the Two of Cups. So it has to do with the relationship of some kind. It could be the relationship between you and your child, all right, because we have the Empress here. It could be the relationship between you and a significant other, you and an ex, you and a friend, you and a family member. There's just some troubled energy around a relationship, and Cancer is either deciding to disconnect themselves and put themselves first finally, because there's a element of lack of gratitude, lack of respect, lack of appreciation, something along those lines. Or Cancer is going within self because this is a relationship that's very important to you, and it's like they've cut you off for some reason, okay? And we're reflecting about it, and we're feeling, really questioning ourselves. What did I do, And then here we have the Eight of Pentacles. So with this ending your reading, whatever this relationship is to you, I feel like we want to make it better, okay? But there's some heavy energy, like somebody's filled with regret. Somebody's feeling really bad about something. It's like, I can't let this go. So this could be where you are with somebody that you really care about, like if this is a romantic situation for you, where you really care about this person, they really care about you, you want to be together, but the things that happened in the past, it's like it creates a barrier, a blockage. Somebody's having a really hard time letting go of the past, okay? Because the Eight of Pentacles on this side is more about the legacy you leave behind. See how they're, transparent? And on this side, there's solid pentacles, so we're working towards something. On this side, this is more of, what we have already achieved, and here's the World in this position. So we're having a really hard time letting go of the past this week, Cancer. You're feeling really held back, and it could be, again, where somebody's asking you for forgiveness and you're just like, I really don't know, I want to, but I don't know if I can. Like, I'm having a hard time letting go of the past. Or you're asking somebody for forgiveness and they're like, Cancer, I don't know if I can let this go, like what's happened in my past. And it could be a past shared between the two of you, or it could be their past before you guys ever met each other. It's going to be different for everybody. But this week, it's like Cancer is really focused on a very specific relationship or several relationships, and kind of pulling back and introspecting. And if somebody's done you really dirty, you might want them to feel guilty. If that's the case, I do feel like they're feeling bad about it, but they might not know how to bridge the gap and apologize to you and say, I'm sorry for what I did, or for the way this worked out. I'm sorry for the past. All right. It's definitely all about the past this week for you, Cancer. And either you're in deep thought mode about it, or you're having discussions with somebody about it. It's like we're having a really hard time letting it go, though. So let's pull an outcome card for the week. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about the past, right? This is what this card is about, Cancer. The past reminder. I think this is going to play out a little bit differently for each of you, and that's going to make this kind of tricky. With this card, it's really about what happened in the past is most likely what's going to happen again. So if there's a relationship returning to you, it's most likely that the same thing's going to play out. And so the fact that you can't let the past go is probably a good thing. You can't let it go because it's just going to happen again. All right. That's what this is saying. Like, if somebody has just burned you, Cancer, and they're trying to be back around and they're, oh, I'm sorry. No, do not forgive them. They'll do it again. They will do it again with this card. However, for others of you, and this is where it gets tricky, this is that element of, I can't let the past go. I don't know how. I don't know how to move beyond this moment. So that might be why we're in self here, because you're really trying to, like, you really want to let the past go so that you can move forward and be happy and, everything be okay. So this is, again, I apply it to if there's anybody just that's coming back into your life this week that always is like dips in, dips out, is a jerk to you, is not there for you. No, don't have anything to do with them, okay? But more than that, if they're not returning to your life this week and they're just really on your mind and you're just really upset about it and you're like, why couldn't this work out? No matter who it is, this is the universe saying, Cancer, they will never ever change. That's why I have taken them from your life and have not brought them back, because they will never change. They will always give you the same experience over and over, hence the World card in this position, all right? So you are better served to focus on yourself, heal yourself, and release yourself from this person, okay? And then again, if you are like involved with this person as we speak and you're trying to move forward, like you both are mutually trying to move forward, I just see a huge struggle with one or the other, or maybe even both of you being able to let the past go this week, whatever has happened in the past. So if this person is completely estranged from your life and they've always been a jerk, and they show back up, they're going to keep being a jerk. If they're just really on your mind this week, the universe is trying to bring you relief by saying they will never change. You will always have the same exact experience with them. And it's reiterated right there, okay? If you are involved with this person as we speak, I feel like the message is a bit different. If they are on board, Cancer, if this is somebody who's really like, I want to make this work, I'm really sorry, you know, all of that, and you can feel that they're genuine, then we need to work on self-improvement to let the past go so you can give this relationship a real chance, okay? So let's pull some advice. All right. So we have gentleness. I feel like this is more about you, like you need to have gentleness with yourself, because do you see the 3 doves? And then look at the 3 doves above the self card here. All right, so Cancer, you really need to be gentle and soft on yourself. Even if, like, you are the reason why, it won't do you any good to beat yourself up for what you said, what you did, or if you feel like a fool being like, how could I be so stupid? Like, it just will not serve you. You really need to be very loving and gentle and tender with yourself and put yourself first, especially if this is a person who has really repeatedly screwed you over time and time again, because a justification or an excuse is just fine when it's a mistake that has been made once. But when it's consistent behavior over the course of, you know, quite a bit of time or years, there is no excuse or justification. That is a character trait of who that person is, okay? And you just need to be very real with yourself and love yourself, Cancer. If that's energy that you've been dealing with or hoping that you could work something out with this person, it's better to not. All right. The only thing I see is if you are actually involved in dealing with that person right now, today, is the only thing I see where we need to work on letting the past go in the essence so we can move forward. Otherwise, it's like, let the past go, all of it, because it will always do the same thing to you. Okay, Cancer, so those are your messages for this week. Lots of self-love. With the 3 doves, this also could mean like this is 3 different relationships that are returning or that are on your mind. But we have 2 eagles here, so big time you need to see things from a very high perspective, you know, from your spirit, not from your emotional body. Okay, Cancer, so those are your messages for the week. I am wishing you all the very best. Take care.